We all get them at one point or another, and if you're a self-publishing newbie, then chances are likely you hesitate because of this one big hurdle: negative book reviews. Trust me, I feel your pain, and it's high time that I shine the light on this lot of unhappy book trollers. Stick around. Welcome to Self-Publishing with Dale, and if you want to master DIY publishing, then subscribe and turn on your notifications for all the latest videos. Do you ever get negative book reviews? If so, how do you deal with it? Also, what are your thoughts on Amazon allowing people to review items without proof of purchase? Leave your candid thoughts in the comments. Today, I thought I'd lighten the mood and help you understand that everyone gets negative reviews. And if you haven't by now, then you're doing something wrong. For example, even classic literature has been vilified by the snarkiest book trolls. The 1951 novel by J.D. Salinger, The Catcher in the Rye, had its fair share of praise, but with it came even more disparaging words. In this review, the anonymous Amazon customer states,
"Not for me. I hate to read, that's why."
Jeez! This reviewer was so upset by the prospect of reading the book, they realized at the end of their sentence that writing was in a way reading, so they didn't bother punctuating before abruptly leaving. That's okay, because Larry Hopes decided to do all the heavy lifting for top-notch review writing. Noting meaningful to say and repeating the same to reinforce nothingness would to recommend to the village idiot so they could feel better about themselves. Nope. Apparently Larry doesn't like reading, much less writing anything sensibly like the anonymous Amazon reviewer before him. Well, that's okay. Maybe there's more promising negative book reviews on the children's fantasy book The Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien.
I returned this item. It was very weird, I thought. I returned the book, I returned the book, I returned this book, I sent this book, I didn't like this book.
And just below that confusing review is...
Pisces of crap. Next episode of The Most Important Thing is that the most important thing is for a long-term sentence to jail.
Oh, come on, people! Punctuation! It's really easy. Just tap that button with the dot on it to close out your sentence. Moving on, we have Charlotte's Web, a classic children's novel by American author E.B. White.
Why can't you be so happy with the way your life is your own business or your name is not cool?
Okay, maybe we'll have better luck with one of my personal favorites in the epic novel The Stand by Stephen King.
After reading the most recent version of the Stephen King novel The Stand, I ordered the DVD version of the TV miniseries aired in the early 1990s. One of the worst translations of a book to film I have ever seen. The acting was juvenile except for a couple of instances. The characters poorly developed and even misinterpreted from the book. I thought I was watching a high school play. The worst played character of all was Harold. Not sure where they found this guy, but he butchered the character totally. Do not buy or watch this DVD, and in fact, all copies of this miniseries should be collected and burned. To add to the agony, the DVD disc was defective with much pixelation throughout the various episodes.
You'll notice this clown, A. Sloan, has a verified purchase of the Kindle edition and even seemed to sing the book's praises in the review. But screw that TV miniseries, and for that, the Kindle edition gets a 1 star. Hey, I give you an A for effort. A. Sloan, at least you wrote the most literate review so far despite being in the wrong place. Up next is the uber popular A Game of Thrones, A Song of Ice and Fire Book 1 by George R.R. Martin. Have not read the book at this stage. Really? Peter with the artsy lowercase r? You're going to fault the author for you not reading this book? Well, I give you an F- for your lack of punctuation and uncapitalized first and last name. Look right below Peter with the lowercase p and you'll see another genius. Too confusing, need to re-add the book first. What? How are you confused if you haven't even read the book yet? Where Peter with the lowercase p needs to use the shift key, apparently James B. Davis needs to ease off a bit. It's like he's shouting his name into the Amazon ethos. I mean, what screams, "I need attention," like an Amazon reviewer name in all caps? Way to go, troll, you win the internet. And let's close this out with one of our own in The Martian by Andy Weir. As some of you may be aware, Andy self-published his book that went on to cinema with famous actor Matt Damon in the starring role. With a review entitled "Great on Every Level," I was expecting snarky commentary like what we heard in the Stephen King novel earlier. But the review goes on to state pretty clearly,
"This story is amazing. Although Andy Weir was right when he said that science provides the plot, the human element was just as riveting."
What? Can someone please tell Christine R. Smith how the star rating system works? Does she go out to eat and reward excellent service by tipping her waiter with a penny? "Oh, hey, this was the best food I've ever eaten, and I couldn't have had a better waiter than you. Here's your tip. Don't spend it all in one place." Next time you get a negative review and feel upset, take a deep breath and know that you're headed in the right direction. You just have to take it in stride and make the best of it. Hey, if you enjoyed today's content, then share it with at least one other person who's into DIY publishing too. Till later, this has been Self-Publishing with Dale, and I'll see you guys soon.